be. I don't know. See, my nerdy stuff is not video games, so I don't know what. And you guys tend to have that as your kind of focal points. I don't know what.
I mean, that's one of the focal points, but I think we
know,
can figure out something else to talk about. Speaking of which, welcome back to In the Oven with Pie. I'm your host, Pie, and I'm joined once more by three of my esteemed guests. Please, would you like to introduce yourselves once more?
Hello, everyone. I'm Seth. Happy to be here.
My name is Chris. I just woke up an hour ago and still figuring out how to string together sentences that do not involve the word penis.
Okay, now I can't.
Good job. Okay.
Okay, so yes, I agree with you. I just had I pretty much woke up as soon as I got back to the house after the haircuts. I just passed out for like 3 hours.
What kind of haircut did you get?
A regular haircut. I mean,
Was it a bold haircut?
It's not.
Like
I'm not bald. It's not a bold haircut.
Because
chocolate yet.
See, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like it's just shorter. Like you saw my hair. Now it's just a lot shorter, tighter on the edges.
There's two types of manly haircuts that any dude could get. And if you don't have these two haircuts, then you're lacking in that department. It's either a bowl cut or a mullet. There are no exceptions to this rule.
Okay,
I
Chris,
don't know about that, but
well,
all right.
Chris,
It's
now
the
next
God's
time
honest
Chris,
truth.
Next time now I have to see you. Now you have to have a bowl cut.
Or a
No,
mullet.
I'm working towards a mullet right now. I'm in the in-between stages.
I feel
all right?
like, yeah, but
God.
really? Okay,
Yeah, why
fine.
not?
Fine, then Seth, you have to get the haircut. You have to get the bowl cut.
Heck no.
Yeah.
No. I get my hair cut a very specific way because I used to have a bowl cut. And we're not doing that again.
Well, I mean,
That
see,
is
you're
not
already
happening.
you're already experienced with it. Just go back.
No,
Why not?
I mean, if you
because
kinda
when my
pull-
hair grows out, it becomes a bowl cut with a mullet back and wingtips.
That's
looks
that's
awful.
2 out of the 3 most manliest haircuts. That's
it
awesome.
looks so bad, dude. It does not look good.
I don't
Listen,
know, man. I think it'd be kind of
It
cool.
makes me look like I'm wearing like a ridiculous hair helmet. It is
That's-
not a. It
Well, at
is
least you
not.
have
extra
to-
protection, extra protection.
Protection, yeah,
From
dude.
what?
The world.
From getting chicks. I don't know, but it'll look
Dude, I'm
cool.
a redhead. I don't need any help in either department.
I mean, we
It's-
were
it's-
going to start. I mean, well, then, okay, so then one of these episodes is not going to be the relationship advice episode.
I don't think we're ever gonna do that episode. To be fair,
Yeah,
Jake.
honestly, I'm with
To
you
be
on
fair,
that.
Pie. But yeah, no, you should get the haircut. We'll be like the sickest dudes
It's
in
Seth, you
all
look-
of Montana,
Seth, I said it.
which
Seth,
is
I
this.
said it all this weekend. You look so cute. I think I'd make you look cuter.
I am not getting either one of those haircuts. If I get any sort of haircut that looks anywhere remotely mullet-ish, it would be
Okay,
I mean,
mullet-ish. What the
I
heck?
lied.
Seth.
I lied. There's actually a third haircut you can
What?
get to be manly.
Oh, God.
What is it?
What?
Fucking bald. You can be
I go
bald.
bald yearly for
I am
charity. I
not
am so
Shaving
manly.
my head.
Go bald.
I,
I am
bald.
the
do you know how
manliest dude
bad
ever.
I'm gonna look without hair?
I think
Manliest
you look
dude
pretty
ever.
decent.
Manliest dude ever.
You'd be
Right here.
you'd be manly.
I
Keep the beard.
Really
Go
don't like
bald, and you could look like a
See.
gingered Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I am.
Mega
I
ch-
shaved the beard as soon as I got home yesterday.
Chris,
That was like third or fourth thing that I did.
Chris. So you're saying it's Chad to shave your hair, right?
I'm not even gonna say it's Chad because I'm gonna say it's manly.
Okay, manly. So how more manly is it that you're doing it for a good cause?
Not unless you brag about it, yeah. which I know is what you were about to do.
Yes. Yearly, I participate in a charity in which I raise money for childhood cancer. I yearly shave my head. It's become a
Which is-
fun tradition ever since our high school days, and I plan to continue it.
Which is a good thing. I did it one year. Every other year, I just kind of just did it just out of fucking boredom. But it is good to do the charity thing with the hair, because it's for kids with cancer and
Yeah,
they
it's like
need it.
yeah, no, I think that is a lot. It's a lot of fun too. And last year I did it with like at my college, just a bunch of friends got around, they shaved for me. It was awesome.
I remember when I did it. Oh, go ahead, Seth.
Yeah, I have a my brother's girlfriend is having a blood drive. She is a cancer survivor, and I'm not gonna name names, but she is having a blood drive towards the end of summer. If either one of you are interested, and I can see if I can get you guys spots.
I would have to depend on the day because
similar
because
thing.
I have to head back to school.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, to the listener, wherever you are in the world, be charitable. All right.
Yeah, yes.
Even if it's just a homeless guy on the street, give him like a quarter. You know, that could go a long way some places.
Small acts of kindness go a long way to people.
The one thing I will say, when I did shave my head for that event, it was so weird because there was a guy who, like, as you're getting shaved, he was just like, he was supposed to be like the host, right? So he was like up there trying to like hype people up, like, who wants to see someone get balded? And it was always weird for me because I'm sitting there just trying to get this haircut, right? Just trying to go like skin bald. And this motherfucker comes up to me and he puts a microphone in my face. Like, what? How do you feel? I'm like, what?
Get this microphone out of my face.
Get this microphone out of my fucking face.
I feel bald.
Being balded right now. I'm being sheared like a sheep.
I feel bald. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. It was like a crowd in front of us too. It felt like an initiation to a cult. Not gonna lie.
That's not ideal. I've never participated in that level of a charity thing. That sounds like, I mean, I get what they're doing, but that seems like a little bit of overkill, if that makes sense.
It was, but I mean, like, it's high school. You do a bunch of cringy shit in high school. I bet there was like a committee of students who were like, this would be cool, not realizing that, you know, you should just do it.
Yeah.
You should do it just to do it, not just to, you know, get on stage and make a hoopla out of it.
It felt awkward when I got on stage and like they just put, yeah, I agree with you, because like just I don't know, I was just nervous laughing the entire time into the microphone.
Who's back?
Is that a Mexican I hear?
Oh my god.
With nachos as well.
Oh,
nachos!
What a surprise! It's almost like, what a surprise! Wow, our good friend Nate.
So clinical with your manner of tone, my good friend. What happened while I was gone? He sounds so analytical for absolutely no reason. It is not natural.
He's like, there's another Mexican.
I see. Another Mexican has entered the room.
The playing field is not even.
Bringing it back to that. You are showing up late, and this is not a planned sketch at all. You have shown up late.
I mean, it was slightly planned because I did want to go grab food before the podcast began, but I ended up talking to my girlfriend for way too long. It was like we were slated to start at 6. It was 5:57 by the time I realized I should probably jettison myself from our call. So I didn't have time to go grab food. I asked permission. Pi said it was fine. I went to go grab some nachos. I ended up being busy because I ended up talking to my sister and my mom for a little bit, and put some orange chicken in the oven for cooking. But I got some nachos for myself.
You know what I just realized? We never tested Nate for his audio, so this will be a fun thing to realize.
I think it'll be fine.
How's my audio right now?
It sounds fine.
Good? It's alright?
I upped you a bit more in the settings.
Most excellent.
I honestly, when he entered, I lowered him.
It sounds fine on my end. I mean, I keep my audio rather low, but
I think I just had him pretty high because we'd always play late night and he'd be very quiet and tired.
A third person has appeared.
A wild Nathan has entered the group.
A wild Nathan has appeared in this call.
You gonna share those nachos?
Yeah, actually, that's a really good question.
Yeah, here you go, bro.
Sounds good.
Oh, it's so fucking good. Did you put fucking tequilas on this?
No, actually, it's literally just some corn chips that were sitting in the fridge that I decided to microwave with some shredded cheese.
I mean, Nathan,
we could have done that at the lake house.
Yeah, we could have, because Nathan.
Yeah, we could use some of that leftover chicken.
So, bit of context for all you 3 people who are listening. Recently, the boys all went up to a lake house where they were definitely not murdered.
We weren't get outed.
Yes.
If that's what you're getting at.
Yes.
With a fifth member of our group, Lewis, good guy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good times. Good times were had.
Good times. It was just a just a complete marathon of board games.
Oh yeah.
I had a lot of fun personally.
Yeah.
I had fun too.
Yeah. So then.
It was great to see all you guys shirtless except for one at the beach.
Yeah.
It was a very, very new experience for me.
Except for two, neither or I.
For two, yeah.
That's I count your chest hair as a part of being shirtless.
Okay, sure. My
'Cause
shirt
it's
was
just
vaguely
so-
open. So
It's
sure.
on the same
I was the
level
only
as
one
someone
who
being
didn't care.
shirtless.
I was the only one who didn't really get sunburned though, which was kind of funny.
Seth is. I didn't get sunburned either. To be
I
fair,
got
though,
sunburned really bad.
Seth is so pasty. If he took his shirt off, he'd probably have been immediately.
Oh yeah, no. There's a
burned.
reason I wear those shirts.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
take my shirts off the beach. That's not a thing. I've done that like 3 or 4 times in my life, and it burns so
I don't
fast.
know. The only thing
Yeah.
I'm slightly upset about is that we didn't get to finish Fellowship with the rings.
Ah, yeah. And we also didn't actually finish recording that stupid
I don't
joke
know.
film.
Was
that
there
we were doing.
anything else we need to do for that?
Yeah, we were gonna do like a recap kind of thing, or a narrated kind of thing. It's not necessary that we did it. It just would have been funny to do. It really doesn't matter because I doubt we're actually gonna do anything with that.
Yeah,
So
I
it
just
would've-
because I
it's
doubt
just-
I doubt we're like posting that anywhere.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just for memories.
Yeah.
But I do agree with Pi that Fellowship kind of did fall through.
I'm upset for that because I mean,
Yeah.
admittedly, we had all watched the extended edition.
Except for
Yeah.
me.
I mean, yeah,
I
you
haven't
fell
seen
asleep.
it, period.
I'll be honest. Watching the extended edition, I do see why some of the scenes were cut for the final release. The
Yeah,
pacing is way better in the original.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
The only movie where the pacing doesn't suffer from the extended edition bit is Return of the King. But Return of the King is already so long with so
Yeah,
many endings.
yeah.
I totally understand why they cut out so much of it. Just like I only really needed them to leave in one scene from the extended edition to be happy, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
But yeah, no, it was nice and cozy. We went to like Pi's family's loft, and we had like a bunch of bean bags, and like me and Nate were like on the couch, fucking snuggling up to a bunch of like stray pillows and shit. It was like
Clarifying, we were not snuggling each other. We were snuggling pillows.
pillows.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm not
Thank
gay.
you. Not gay. At
Not
least
gay.
not yet.
Not gay. Oh.
No,
Not
no.
what?
What?
No,
Huh?
apparently not.
Huh? I did want to start this podcast by saying I love penises, but that got
Yeah,
nasty.
okay, and that's why
it is.
that's why the title of this episode is "Let's Not Get Canceled."
Oh my god.
That's
No.
a different that's a
Cut-
different
cut that.
objective for me.
Cut that. Cut.
Cut.
Okay,
Cut.
cut.
Cut. Print. Check it. Nope.
Fine,
Just
fine.
But
Okay.
but it was like
13:37. Cut.
It was cool though because it was kind of
Anyway.
like a. You say anyway in the middle of my point. God damn it!
I didn't realize
I
you were
was-
gonna do this. Don't worry about it. This is okay.
I was trying to get it out of the cut. All right. It was nice though because it was kind of like a.
Just
it was
go,
kind of
just
like.
go. Just,
I'm doing it. I'm in the middle. I'm doing it.
Okay, this is all getting cut.
I am. I didn't say anything.
I hope you all know this
You
is
didn't
all
say
getting cut.
something.
This is
You're
all getting
either
cut.
on
This is
a
all getting
delay
cut.
or it's fucking
I
crazy.
said yeah, and that's it.
All right, I'm gonna do it
I said
again.
yeah. That's
Okay,
it.
okay,
I'm
okay,
gonna do it
and
again. I'm gonna do it again.
at 14:20 we will.
It's fun. Let's just start right here, and we'll go off at this point. It was nice because it was kind of like a bunch of dudes in their 20s having like a sleepover. It was kind of nostalgic and stuff.
That's yeah. I mean, that's exactly what we were doing. But yeah.
Yeah, and like we've completely depleted the Twizzler supply.
Yeah, all the snacks that were gathered just
Yeah,
immediately
pretty
went.
much.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised that we did actually stick to our promise and left some donuts. That was kind of funny.
Yes. I'm
Uh,
a little. I mean, because if I knew like people there, unnamed people who were there, they were going to be fairly peeved at specifically me if that would have happened.
Pi's sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pie's sister, third person. She walked up. She like pretty much just walked up to me and flat out told me, because apparently I have some sort of disposition or whatever. Long story short, she would have been very peeved at me if I ate all the donuts. And these guys ate all the donuts.
No, he didn't.
Oh wait, no, my dad ate all the. My father ate all the donuts.
Yeah.
Oh no, neither did. What are you talking about?
He hid the donuts.
Yeah, he hid
There were
the
three
donuts.
left when we
He hid the
when we
donuts
called
in
out.
order to prank your sister.
Yes.
None of us ate all the donuts. As a matter of fact,
We
none
left
of the-
too many.
Yeah, we left a lot of donuts.
Yeah.
I think Lewis and I are the only
So in that
ones
case,
that
there
have
was
more
no
than
need
one.
to worry
Trying
about
to
it
make
to
us
begin with.
sound like a bunch of fat asses.
Well,
ate
that's
all the
apparently how my
donuts.
sister.
Well,
That's how my sister sees me. Apparently.
I think
I mean-
the
I will
sister.
ask: is that a warranted? Is that a warranted reputation that you have, or did she just look at me and Chris and say, "These guys look like donut fellas"?
I would not say
think
that
so.
is a warranted
I don't see why
reputation.
they
No.
It's a possessive thing. Like with my brother, sometimes if I get something, I'm like, hey, don't eat all this, and he'll get a little pissy, but he won't be like it doesn't come to blows. If you know
It's
what I
just
mean.
a sibling thing, honestly. Because like
Yeah.
me and my sister, we fucking fight over we have two bathrooms in our house, right? One that's like right next to our bedrooms, and one in the basement, and the one in the basement's pretty shit. So we always fight over the one up here, and we always get into arguments. Like, I'm trying to take a shit, and you're doing your eyelashes for an hour. Get the fuck out! Like, it's just what siblings do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just donuts in your case.
Yeah, just donuts.
Because you can have like so many bathrooms that you don't have to fight about.
Somehow we still end up fighting over them.
It's a sibling thing.
It's a sibling
You
thing.
know, it's just it's all
It's a sibling thing.
meaningless nonsense, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know what? Something that's really been on my mind for a while.
What would that be?
I wish they'd teach us more about Vikings.
Are you serious?
If we don't, guys, remember, if we don't acknowledge that stupid comment, it won't encourage him, so he won't keep making that joke.
No, I'll
I
keep
do
making
wanna-
it. This is how I'll keep making it.
I do want to acknowledge the fact that the first time he made that joke, we were literally sitting in the living room,
Yeah.
less than 10 feet apart,
Oh,
and I get a text over Discord. I wish they taught us more about Vikings in high school or whatever. And I just kind of look up from my book while I'm reading, and I'm like, no.
You know
And he
what?
starts
See, no,
cackling all over
this
the
is
couch.
it's a conversation starter, okay?
You know what? I was
For
on
who?
your guys.
Yes.
I was on. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was on your side, Nate and Seth. But now that I think about it, I really didn't learn that much about Vikings in high school.
You joke, but I had a really good. I started a conversation like that, and we had a very in-depth conversation.
No, that's what I'm
with this person.
saying. Why didn't they? They taught us about like Greece
Yeah.
and like.
Why
To be
didn't
fair,
they should
there's
have taught
not
us more
much
about
of a-
Vikings?
There's not much of a solid written history about Vikings, as far as I'm aware. There's a handful of writings, but the main way of passing on those kinds of stories was passed verbally. So I don't know how much of it. This is. I am a history major, but this is my uninformed. This is not my area of specialty. So if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Be nice about it. But
So
it's where Viking traditions passed down by word of mouth. So I don't know how much of it can be.
I did
operated with.
I did learn about Vikings in Russian history actually back when I took that course.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Apparently, there's a strong, long-time held belief by the Russian people that they are actually themselves descendants of Vikings, which, to the opinion of most historians, doesn't seem to be true, because Vikings, in the areas where they generally lived, they left behind these stones with actual like runes and stuff, kind of detailing their past and history in various areas where they have been. So while most of their traditions and stories were told orally, any land that they were on typically has these kind of like story stones. I'm gonna call them. I forget the exact term, but they
Runes?
left.
Yeah, I know.
They left markings of their own historical passages.
Yeah.
And in the area where the Proto-Slavic people were generally all agreed to have originated from, where like the Russian people came from, there's no such stones. there's no evidence that Russians actually came from Vikings, but there is a strong belief, or there had been a strong belief that Russians were descendant of Vikings, and it hasn't necessarily been disproven per se, but it isn't a confirmed thing.
I mean, I've heard that theory before, and I believe I have seen a few of those figure stones. I believe those are called. What you're referring to?
Something like that, yeah.
I believe I have seen a few of those before, and like.
Wait, where?
I don't know. Apparently there was some. I can't remember if I did or didn't. I just remember I had a photo in front of it. It was a photo.
Not
where did you?
necessarily.
Wait, where did you travel?
I don't know. It was when I was a lot younger. I think. No, now that I think about it, was probably not.
This dude's been around the globe so much as a child, he doesn't even remember which places he's been to.
I'm thinking. I want to say because for some reason I want to say it's some sort of. It was like Germany or Rome, but it's probably not it. Yeah, I'm probably thinking of somewhere else.
That might be true because from what I know about the Viking,
it has Celtic roots.
Well, sort of, but the Vikings are from Norway in that general area of Europe, and it wouldn't be completely out of place for there to be some Viking leftovers in Germany, as far as I'm aware. But it's not unlikely. It's just not entirely common. So if you knew exactly where you were, it would be much easier to check that.
I would definitely not know where I was.
Yeah. There's a really good series on the Danelaw, which was the Viking invasion of the UK, done by a YouTube channel called Extra Credits. It's really good. It's like a 2-episode thing where they break down like the one of the Viking kings. I think his name was like Guthrum or something, and how he changed something, and I don't remember. I wasn't paying much attention. It's a good video, and I've a set of videos, and I've watched them a handful of times, and I should really pay attention next time I listen to them. But they're very they get some good history in there, and they always have like their follow-up episodes saying like, all right, here's what we might have gotten wrong. So if you have the time, check it out. This is your shout out, Extra Credits. Use it well. But as far as I'm aware, the easiest way to figure out their history is, do a couple Google searches, see what comes up, and then try and find some peer-reviewed papers to go over it. That's from the historian's perspective at the very least.
Yes. And from not the historian's perspective, just watch Drunk History and hope it comes up.
Yeah.
Hey, that works too. They usually get it pretty close to right.
They honestly, that show is probably just get a bunch of comedians, get them loaded, and just have them repeat sentences.
Which I would totally be on board to do that at some point.
Awesome.
That would be hilarious.
You'd go the extra mile. You'd start saying your opinion about them, and they're like, bro, this is supposed to be like a 15-minute bit. You already got an hour's worth of footage right here.
Yeah, they go off on tangents. It's great.
I mean, if we continue doing this past the point where most of us have turned 21, I would absolutely do a bit on this where I got drunk and rambled about history for a bit, because I do know some weird stories from history, but that's neither.
Yeah, that's a conversation for a different episode.
I will not.
Stay tuned.
Because I do not
2022 for that kind of stuff. But yeah, no.
It would probably have to just be me though, because two of our esteemed guests do not care for drinking.
And you will still be underage by that point.
I mean, I won't be drinking.
He'd just be recording you saying fuck shit.
I mean, you guys could be there just to
I'll have the receipts, Seth.
Jeez. I mean, yeah. I don't typically get it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Good time.
Maybe you should do high history instead.
Oh Jesus, that would be.
That sounds.
That'd be worse. That would be just stuttering constantly, trying to figure out what I'm talking about, so that I can.
That'd just be you asking for crackers for an hour and a half as we try and recollect information.
That'd be just me going, yes, there's this thing, Ireland. and some other stuff.
Someone
Yeah.
would ask a question, and you're like, sure, why not?
Yeah, pretty much. It's yeah.
I wonder what other variations of that show can you do? Can you do like cardiac arrest history?
Are you like, what do you mean? Like they're dying?
Yeah,
What?
What?
yeah, like cardiac arrest history, or like
Like I intentionally give myself a heart attack?
I mean, maybe you could just like find someone in the middle of a heart attack
No.
and be like,
That's
"Who was
horrible.
George the Third?"
It's not gonna make
That's
some poor
horrible,
dude
no.
we're not making some poor dude on his deathbed.
No,
It'd be like-
absolutely not.
It'd be like the new version of like old people react, you know?
Jesus.
Absolutely
That's-
not. That is
that's-
extortion. And just no, that's horrible.
No, please no.
Moral,
Not that.
no. No, absolutely not.
I agree.
That's horrible.
I agree.
Absolutely not. That is just no. That is just no.
Yeah, we're gonna say no to that. We're gonna say no to that.
Deathbed history.
I mean, that would make for a very interesting, like, break off. I guess if you were to like rework that to be like talking about like final words of people and stuff and stories that were
I mean,
told on their
that's
deathbeds.
a different entirely thing. Yeah, I don't feel like that wouldn't be
Yeah.
like Comedy Central though.
But that would, yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
you can't extort dead people for history stuff like in that way.
that's
That strikes me
can't-
as
I wouldn't say something like that would be for again. I really don't think something like that would be reserved for freaking Comedy Central's hosted by whoever hosts Drunk History.
I think it'd be perfect for Comedy Central.
maybe. I mean, it would have to be really well acted, and they would have to, you know.
I mean,
What I
they'd have to
love
handle
is-
it perfectly.
what I
say
love
that they're.
What I love is that you guys are actually taking this seriously.
I know.
Yeah.
I figured you're not being serious, but at the same time,
I'm saying some fuck
like,
shit.
this is not a real shit.
I'm saying some fuck shit, and you're like, I don't think that would work. I'm like, of course not. Of course it won't
You
We're
have
work.
a
just-
way of
see-
talking that.
See,
You-
Seth
you-
and I.
you
This
don't-
is how Seth and
you-
I work. We just continue to deconstruct it to prove to you that it's a dumb idea, and how
Yeah.
many loops you'd have to
They-
jump through.
They're so tense and serious that they can't take that the jokes are just flying right past them right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, but I also want to make sure that people listening understand there's a horribly extortionized way to do history.
Yeah, do not people the three people who are listening, please know. If you are one of those three people, comment down below.
Remember, kiddos, history is written by the winners.
Yes.
Yes, comment that.
So,
Comment that.
lie,
Comment that.
cheat,
Opinion.
steal.
As long as you
win.
come out on top, it's all
Exactly.
good.
Exactly.
That always look for a second opinion and take everything from a third-party standpoint. That's my way.
Always talk
That's
to
my word.
losers.
Always talk to
Serious.
losers and be like,
Always talk to losers. Sigma grind set.
talk to the losers. Say, I'm sorry that shit happened, but you know, nah, we win. You know?
I disagree, but all right.
Man, Chris,
Yeah.
you're really embodying that Sigma male grind set.
How about you, Sigma nuts, boy?
That
Mm,
didn't work.
that did not fluff.
I don't care.
Mm,
I mean, you tried. I'll give you
I
that.
don't know, man. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
I mean, that's what this podcasting business is. Just talk and try, and whatever happens, right?
yeah,
That
but
is
yes.
true.
Have you guys have heard that like e-girls are kind of out right now, right?
What's in?
What's in is
Finn,
eye ladies are what's in right now.
What the hell's an eye lady?
Eye ladies nuts on your
Oh,
face.
Jesus
Got him.
Christ.
Oh my
My
god.
Jesus
All right.
Got him.
You know what? You know what?
Wow.
Got him.
That's no.
That was fine. I'll allow it.
I mean, it's better than the Sea of Thieves one because at least
Admittedly,
it
yeah.
kept me off guard.
It took
But-
me a hot
damn it,
minute to
Chris.
remember what the actual punchline was.
I mean,
You
came up
you
with
and my
that
brother
on
need to have a
time.
conversation about this. You do need to sit down and have a conversation discussing god awful innuendo jokes.
But
That'd
I
be a
don't know.
conversation
Again,
I'm willing
probably
to
Is
a
have.
that
different
something that would
episode.
that could use a discussion, or would they just be yelling different?
I
God
feel like
at
it'd
each
be
other?
yelling.
Knowing
What do you
them
think? What do
yelling
you think
back
we
and
do? We just sit down with We just sit down with a freaking pot of tea, pour it down, adjust our monocles, and just like, yes,
It'd be
Joe
a-
Mama.
It'd
My
be
mother.
thy mother
just
fat.
picture
Ha, ha, ha,
my
ha.
brother sitting down and having a rational conversation with Chris, just discussing this. It could happen. It
Like-
totally could happen.
Like two scholars, like, oh, you see, what is funny about this innuendo is
Okay.
the misdirection is brand new in the concept. You know, just start going full PhD.
The lexicon that you use in this setup is perfectly masterful.
Yeah,
The flow at which you
absolutely.
go and the timing is spot on.
Absolutely.
I don't think my brother talks like that, but it would be very funny to
Okay.
watch.
the certain tomfoolery will
Hmm.
be immense
We
in
will
this
engage
situation.
in a minor amount of tomfoolery as I
I
will edit hats and monocles upon all of our.
I think Nathan doesn't like this bit. he's starting to
I'm still putting top hats on all of
More
Can you,
editing.
more editing. Oh, okay.
Ew, disgusting.
And well, I will.
How's it learning the editing software, by the way?
I'm working on it for sure. It's so because the thing is like this has always bugged me because like you know how you have to find like certain images and like sometimes they're not transparent.
Yeah,
That's the bane of my existence right there.
that's an easy fix.
I mean, I can't figure it out.
This is kind of
Chris, we need
boring
to
ass
talk about
topic.
this on the podcast.
You know what? I will say it on the podcast
Okay.
because a lot of people don't know about it.
Okay.
If you
okay.
go to,
Tech
I'm gonna
time with
Google
Chris.
hat.
Tech time with Chris.
I'm gonna Google hats right now. And I'm gonna Google images. All right, follow with me, people. All right, I'll do
What do
it
you-
slow
what do
for
you
some
mean?
of you folks.
You mean
All
follow?
right.
Follow along, listeners, to what he's telling
follow
you to
along,
Yes.
right? Google search anything. Go to images. There's gonna be a tools bar right under the microphone and the magnifying glass. You click tools, and then a pop-down menu will happen, and there will be an option for color. You click color, and another drop-down menu will happen, and it will go any color, black and white, and then transparent. Most PNGs will be in the transparent column. Click that, it'll give you a whole new set of results that fit with a transparent background. Hopefully. Because sometimes Google fucks it up. But it's a lot easier to sort it out. So there you go. Tech time with Chris.
Woo! Let's go, boys!
Let's go.
be honest with you, my brain just started going fuzzy once you said PNG.
Oh
It's
my
just,
God.
It's so not in my. It's just not in my.
Okay,
in
kiddos
my,
at home, make sure you listen to it, or else.
Yeah.
Let me confuse Seth more. Let me confuse Seth more. MP3, M4A.
I know what that is because
that MOV.
Yes.
I'm gonna send Sheffield after you.
JPEG.
Oh, you haven't. Oh, I guess that is a decent conversation. During our weekend, we have made a interesting discovery in the form of a possible demonic blow-up unicorn.
That Pi won at an arcade.
I know it was
And
so
then
much
we
fun.
decided to play Cards Against Humanity with it.
Oh yes.
I don't know what the train of thought was that led to that, but it
I mean,
happened.
there's Rando Cardrician. That's the
Yeah,
rule.
I
of that.
suggested we do a Rando Cardrician, and you didn't know what that was, Seth. And
Yeah.
Yes. So and how it's. I mean, we won't go into specifics about which cards were played, but just.
But it won 4 black
Yes.
cards.
It beat.
it was
I
beating.
Do not
was-
understand that.
It was beating half of the table.
It beat
throughout the
Nate,
entire game.
It beat Nate and it beat Lewis.
Yeah, it did.
Well, no, it tied with them. 'Cause
Well,
it was,
still, okay. If I can,
it
I
was
will
4-4, which
pull up
was
a.
insane.
If I can, I will pull up a photo of him and show y'all what he looks like.
It
It's
is
just you can see how terrifying it is to stare into those star eyes.
It was just so randomly weird that, like, I won that game by a substantial amount. The fact that not only I did. I won at least
like
5 over Pi.
No, it was close. You and Pi were kind of close to winning.
I won by.
No, we were neck and neck.
It was like
know,
3.
whatever.
You were like 3 ahead for sure.
3 ahead. Yeah, sounds accurate. But I mean, either way, the fact that the freaking unicorn managed to make headway at all was just so weird. Cool in a weird way, but still just beyond strange.
Yes, a lot of strange things happened during that weekend.
My favorite card it played was.
Don't you dare.
No,
Was.
I mean, one of the cards it did play, it didn't win, but somehow it stringed together a decent haiku.
Hey,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
no,
Let Nate tell this because
Yes,
he was the cards
well,
art.
yes, you will tell this one.
During the haiku round, it didn't string together a great haiku. It strung together a combination of 3 cards that happened to be way funnier than it needed to be. For the haiku round, we got everyone was able to draw 2 cards and then play 3 cards from their hands in order to form a haiku. Most everyone played Card Against Humanity. They know of this card. It typically doesn't result in anything that is a good haiku or anything that is necessarily funny. But I said to everyone, I will be weighing whether or not it's a haiku heavily on the card, but I will have some leeway if it's funny. And everyone played a funny haiku. I think it was one of the best rounds we had in Cards Against Humanity to date, and honestly, one of the best rounds of Cards Against Humanity I've played ever.
You should read them out.
I won't because I don't want to get censored on YouTube, and also my phone is dead.
Yes, so we will save that for a different time.
If anyone here listening to this podcast knows who I am, they can hit me up and I'll send them over the Cards Against Humanity.
I'll say some of the more tame ones.
Do we have the tame ones?
There were some tame ones. Emotions, fragile masculinity, Gogurt.
Oh yeah, that was me. That was me.
Yeah.
The devil himself, still being a virgin, catapults.
That's pretty much where they end. Well,
I think most of these are kind of tame.
I'd consider like one more of them, and it may have been mine. I don't remember what I played.
Is it the
it was yours, Aiden.
Was it William
Shatner one?
Yeah, it was yours.
I think you're
Say
right.
that one. Say it.
Me?
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Nate can say it.
William Shatner, Daniel Radcliffe's delicious asshole, Emma Watson.
Yes.
Oh yes.
And if you want to see the other 2, follow.
Just talk to me.
Follow Pi
Get
on
in contact with Nathan.
Follow Pi on Twitter. Get a Twitter for this podcast. And
Y'all know who I am.
I don't. We'll talk. We'll think about getting a Twitter for this podcast. Yeah. I did just delete my Twitter though.
Speaking of my phone being dead, by the way, I'm getting a new phone.
Ooh,
that's sick.
Yeah, because my old phone has finally completely given out. It is dead.
Oh yeah, your phone shit itself like 5 different times.
Yeah.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, it has a problem where while it's alive, it won't charge at all. So I need to wait for it to die before it can actually charge the phone. And then if I turn it back on while it's charging, it stops. So I need to let it stay. I need to let it keep thinking it's dead in order to actually fill the battery. And then once I figure the battery's full or I need it to go somewhere, I have to unplug it and hope that it has enough battery to survive for an extended period of time.
Do you know what kind of phone you're gonna get?
I'm hoping for. I asked my mom about it because I figured that she would be able to spot me the money that I'll pay her back ASAP. And because of that, I'm pretty certain I'm getting a new iPhone. I would prefer an Android.
Yeah, get an Android.
Yeah, it's cheaper and has more functionality.
So, I know one thing I thought would be somewhat interesting to bring up. Nathan, would you like to tell that story about what happened? About what happened one of those nights?
Oh, the kung fu fighting.
It's not funny if I can't do the
action.
The actual fighting thing.
Well, I mean,
like
this is what it's the magic of
right.
It's the magic of editing.
Whatever. So to those watching, you know the general concept of sleep paralysis, right? Not necessarily in the sense of you wake up and you can't move. That's an after effect and a malfunction of the actual sleep paralysis that the body goes through whenever you go to sleep. In order to keep you from accidentally hurting yourself, your body does enter a slight paralytical state when you go to sleep in order to keep yourself from moving around in real life as you dream and do things, just generally speaking, right? Which is people who don't have
teacher Nathan.
People who don't have this tend to do sleepwalking and other sorts of things. We have learned that our friend Pi doesn't have this because the first night we went to sleep, I was just chilling in bed, and all of a sudden, Pi just starts throwing punches and kicks in a completely haphazard, wild fashion. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what was happening in his dreams. I just know that 5 minutes prior, he said, "I'll have the nacho fries," and all of a sudden he's fighting for his fucking life.
Yeah.
It was terrifying because I was on the floor. I was on like a roll-out mattress on the floor, basically almost directly beneath where Pi was sleeping. If at any point during his fight scene he rolled over, he would have started just wailing on me, and I would not have been able to defend myself.
Just gone Conor McGregor.
I would have moved, but I was too tired. I myself was in the process of sleeping, and lo and behold, my sleep paralysis demon was Pi.
I am your sleep paralysis demon.
What's funny about that?
I legitimately thought I was gonna get the shit kicked out of me because he was punching and kicking for 2 minutes. It felt like it was a long. It wasn't just a small spasm. He was fighting for a long time.
A lot of ninjas, man.
Yeah.
What's great is that it was me, Nate, and Pi sleeping in the same room. Nate experienced this for like, what was it, 10 minutes, you said?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes? 2 minutes long, and I was just on the other bed just fucking sleeping like a baby.
He was out.
Chris was cool. The next night, I was out cold, and then Chris saw it happen for 10 seconds, though. So right now, the running hypothesis is that for some reason, Pi has a recurring dream where he's fighting something, or just a recurring theme where he's fighting something, because the 2 nights where we've been awake to witness anything, he has just had a awful spasm and a fit of rage, essentially.
I can't help it, okay? I spaz, like, I know I move around during my sleep, like, somehow the comforter, like a pillow falls onto the floor, the comforter somehow gets knocked off. It is every night in my bed is just a war.
Really?
Yes, sadly not even in a cool way. It's just depression. I'm fighting off my inner demons.
I mean, that's one way to put it. I was sleeping in a completely separate room with Lewis, and the only thing we had to worry about was every time I got onto my trundle bed, it sounded like it was about to fall apart. But
oh yeah, it is a very rickety trundle bed. That is.
Yeah, seriously, every time I moved, I could hear the pistons inside of it just creaking like crazy. It was fun, and
until it wasn't.
Neither one of us. It was fun until like I had that thing where you feel like you're falling, and then you wake up. And I did that, and the entire bed like moved at that time. At that point, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I woke Lewis up, and he's like, "What? What?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. It's okay." But like, I may have almost just died.
I know. Has anyone ever had like woken up to like vertigo?
Oh yeah, all the time.
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've had that when I was younger, and it was painful. I was terrified.
I mean, I have a variant of vertigo, so it's that's always such a lovely feeling.
Just laying in bed, then I think those are the only times I had something close to sleep paralysis, when I just started having vertigo. like when I woke up.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember having sleep paralysis once, but it was like weird because like I couldn't move my body, but I was still dreaming of dreams.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like
usually how it works, right?
It was like lucid dreaming, but like I was like imagining a place. It wasn't my eyes opened. I could just feel my body not being able to move, but I was still dreaming like actual dreams and scenarios. For some reason, I was dreaming I was in the middle of a rap battle.
Nice.
And I was legit trying to think of like clever rhymes.
How'd it go?
It was the whitest fucking thing I've ever done, and I'm glad it stays in my memory. And I didn't wake up to fulfill the prophecy of putting that shit to pen and paper.
I don't know. Chris over here, Friday Night Funkin'.
No, I was gonna say I'm just picturing Chris dressed as Eminem in 8 Mile.
I would totally do that.
I know you would. That's what makes that so
That'd be
much more
cool. That'd
fun.
be cool as hell. Just bleach your hair.
Oh,
Would he be wearing the beanie?
I'd be not so Slim Shady in that case.
Not so
I know.
shady.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great Halloween costume.
Totally fucking do that. I just don't want to get beat up by people who think I'm being racist. Look at this guy.
I can't.
I mean, you gotta make sure you look like Eminem.
Yeah.
So it would involve you doing your hair.
Yeah, like bleach your hair.
Okay, so you guys are advocating for me bleaching my hair.
Yes.
But
For
not for a bowl cut?
To be not so Slim Shady, yeah.
But not to get a bowl cut?
I just think
crazy.
it'd be really funny.
It would
That's
be amazing.
crazy.
Not so Slim Shady. You get the bleached hair.
Because you've rocked the bald look before.
Yeah.
I have.
I mean, it's not bald that he has.
Nate, that's one of the 3 manliest haircuts you could have.
I'm not doing that again.
He wasn't here for that bit.
No, but still.
You can listen back to it.
I'll just say that is one of the 3 manliest haircuts you could get, being bald.
And if you want to collect the other 2, buy the cereal with these specific logos on them.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
For only $5.99 and a fraction of your soul, you could collect all 3.
You could wear them all at the same time.
Yes, and you'd be a true American. Let's move on from this.
Did
But
I? What just happened?
I mean,
I
have you
don't
never
know.
seen those commercials where it's like buy all 10 boxes and you get like all the Pokemon cards or something?
From like the 50s, sure.
The 50s? Pokemon wasn't in the 50s.
No, I mean like the eat 10 boxes of something, they'll send you like the little decoder ring for something.
I've done that before. I got an Indiana Jones canteen. It was crap.
I don't remember.
But it was like for Pop-Tarts or
one
something.
thing maybe for like when like the Polar Express is coming out.
Ooh,
I submitted like a handful of box caps or something to get
Box
like
tops?
a free ticket. Yeah, that. Get like a free ticket or something. I genuinely do not remember.
Did you get a free ticket?
Probably. I don't know.
It's a good
I know
movie.
I saw the movie, so
Yeah.
probably. I think it was like the last big movie that we all went to as like a family way back when. Because, small children and interestingly animated movies do mix.
I mean,
You don't say.
It was honestly, people said they were terrified. I was never scared of that movie.
Yeah, it's because the animation was weird for the time. Because like if you really pay attention to the animation on the elves specifically, they look really freaky. But I mean, it's got Tom Hanks playing, a conductor, a tramp, and not a tramp, a hobo, and Santa Claus, and you really don't know what else apart from that to be real with you. Once I figured out that Tom Hanks was playing all 3 of those characters, it was a very weird turnaround, but it all made sense.
That weirdly just reminds me of the. Obviously, none of y'all have ever played, but I think there was like a PS2 Polar Express game. Yeah, apparently. I mean, there are games of everything back then. There's a Cat in the Hat game. There
What
might.
would even be the premise of that? I'm gonna look that up.
It's just like it's just you're going around the house being all goofy. You're going against Alec Baldwin. What happened?
What?
Look, Chris, what happened?
Oh, what do you mean?
Nothing. Okay, we're gonna ignore that.
What are you talking about?
Oh my God, you're right. There is a. Wow, it has a 4.5 rating.
Out of what?
It's a real game.
Out of
It's
what?
It's a bad game.
4.5
It's
out
a
of
horrible
what?
game.
Yeah, I imagine.
Out of 10, I assume.
That's so weird.
Yeah, of course it is. And apparently, one of the main antagonists is Alec Baldwin. You know,
Yeah,
he is the antagonist in the movie.
There's not a real antagonist in the movie.
It's Alec
That's
Baldwin.
It's Alec Baldwin.
That's just so weird. What? Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yes.
I'm gonna stop looking at the pictures. This is weird.
Yes.
Yeah,
A bunch of
Stop
fun
looking
PS2
at
games.
that picture and look at my new profile picture.
God, what did you do?
Who is that?
That's
Oh,
all
wait,
of
It's his new role model.
that's my role model.
Face before.
That's
Why is
the
that
guy.
Is that what I think it is that's censored?
What?
What do you
What?
think it is?
I don't know. It looks like
Is there something censored?
There's something pixelated before that. Right now it's just looking like Mo in just some cool glasses and some sort of purple tracksuit.
Oh, I think I know who this is, but I'm not entirely sure, and I know what is pixelated beneath his chin.
I know who this is. If you want to take a swing at
I'm
who
not
this
taking a
is.
swing at it.
I'm talking to.
I don't know the name, but I recognize the character from something you've shown me before. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
I could change it if it's too much.
It's just I don't. You confuse me.
How? What do you mean?
Just by just. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll change it. But yeah, speaking of video games, interesting thing today happened at my house.
What?
My sister, not my sister, my mom, she's like moving a lot of junk from the basement and shit. Because she's going through her spring cleaning phase. I've been helping out with it. But I was just like chilling in my room, and he was like, "Chris, you gotta come see this." And I'm like, "Okay, what could it be? It's probably gonna be something lame." And she busts out a Sega Genesis and a Sega Saturn console
Shit.
Oh my God.
from the basement.
Dude,
It
those
was
are
so
worth
fu-
like probably hundreds.
Do they still work?
They are busted
Okay.
and missing some parts, but it's cool. I'm thinking about refurbishing them, as well as a bunch of like old games, like some really kind of classic shit. Like we have the Punisher
Ooh.
game for the Sega Genesis,
Ooh.
which is
Ooh.
like I
Crazy.
think it's like one of the most renowned like beat 'em ups
Yeah.
of that generation. And so we looked it up, and it's like I think it's like running for like a good couple $100,
Shit.
I imagine. Yeah.
and it's like in decent condition. It's loose. It doesn't have its case, but so yeah, I was looking through that shit, and I was like, holy fuck, I gotta fucking search through my junk even more.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, apparently, yeah, because a lot of that stuff from, I don't know, I'm trying to remember. I feel like the only thing I really have that could probably be worth some, I mean, I've texted you about this before, Seth, that Lego Goat is apparently worth like $100 by now.
No, that Lego Goat is upwards of $300 on eBay.
I know.
Even more so on Bricklink, but I have two of them, and I am not parting with them.
Me neither, I think one of the main things I have that's really expensive is that I have a Flareon card from 1999.
I still need to have Chris appraise my old Pokemon card
Yeah,
collection.
Chris, I need you to praise that one too, because it is in great condition, despite just me somehow finding it on the sidewalk.
Oh, if you found it on the sidewalk, then it's probably gonna be really bad.
No, it's good.
But,
It's still in good condition.
No chips or anything.
No chips.
All right, I'll take a look at it.
No chips, not even bent.
Okay, I'll take a look at it. But yeah, no, I'm the Pokemon nerd. of this friend group. Me and our other friend.
Hey,
you're
change
fancy now, I see.
You have a top hat.
I do have a top hat.
Feel
See, I
sophisticated.
just made Pi do a little less work by inserting my own top hat.
Only JonTron had a top hat. Oh well, he does.
He does. The booziest of beats 'em ups.
Bougiest. I'd have to. I can't tell you how much work went into trying to get this one picture. How many times I had to like freeze frame the thing and then take the picture. It takes it's
not
on
that
screen
long.
for so short.
No, I mean, no, it's not. It's like I've taken a photo of this before.
I know, but to get the right spot, like the exact right version, because I wanted to cover up his. I'm picky about what I use as my.
Now you can see now I can actually start to see like the background of that game.
Yeah. So I didn't want the full game to be there, but I wanted just enough so that there could be a clue as to where this is from. But yeah. I could change it to the JonTron thing, but I have to go AFK for a couple seconds.
Yeah, well that's just I mean that could be next episode
time.
when
Let's
we're all separate. We're all doing different characters.
Tune in next time, folks. You might find something interesting.
Yes, probably not because this is an episode of in the oven with Pi.
Yep.
But speaking of in the oven with Pi, does anyone have any parting words before we sign off for this week?
Well, Nate, you haven't been talking that much. Do you have any parting words? Nate? Nate.
Seth, do you have any parting words?
Nate?
Nate, did you pull a Nate?
Did we lose him? I think we lost him.
Still there? Wait, no. Nope, there he is.
Did you...
Do you have any parting words before we leave?
Oh shit, the podcast is over?
It's coming
Yeah,
up.
did you go somewhere to get more food?
Yeah? Did you guys not hear me leave?
No.
No.
Well, the food is delicious. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Food is delicious.
Make sure you drink water if you're listening to this podcast.
Hey,
grab yourself a
everyone,
nice
right now.
Go grab yourself a nice big cup of water if you haven't done that yourself.
Chug it, one big gulp. Don't stop.
No, don't do that. That sounds unhealthy.
Drink water, enjoy life. Say hi to your mom. You know?
As long as
Call
you're
your
on good
mother.
terms.
Yeah.
Call your
Yes.
mother.
Hi, mom.
She worries
tell
about
someone. Okay, here's the challenge for today's episode. Tell someone that you value them as a friend, just tell someone you value them. That is the challenge for this episode.
Also, go outside and touch grass.
Are we doing challenges?
We are now.
Yes.
Go outside, touch grass, and tell someone you value them.
I challenge you guys to rob a bank and not get caught.
Okay, so the challenges are touch grass and tell someone you value them. Thank
and rob
you
a bank
for
and not get
coming.
caught.
Thank you for coming. This has been In the Oven with Pi, and we're coming out fresh.